for fantasy breakouts.
Now.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Week 12. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Ate too much as I myself did. Sorry. Now, today we have a special guest, Mr. Israel. I don't call you Israel. I call you Izzy. I'm not gonna call you that. For some reason he decided to outdress us today on this wonderful Sunday morning.
Yeah, not cool.
Welcome, Izzy.
I think Izzy's he's with us. Hey, just to introduce Izzy a little bit, he is our super fan. That's why he's here. It pays to be a super fan. He's gonna be able to give his opinions, help out everybody, and be a part of it. So yeah, just a little bit about Izzy fantasy wise. He's tied for the best overall win percentage in our league with Mr. Action Jackson there. 3 top 3 finishes in my league, and he's won it once. So that's like a LeBron ratio right there. That's pretty nice. And then, in my opinion, I think Izzy's really good at drafting, especially if he gets stuck at the end of a draft. Izzy's good about hammering like the right receivers and then getting a running back a little bit later, and like maybe around 3 or 4. But Izzy, what do you think? How you feeling being on right now? Can you hear me?
I'm having a weird connection issue.
Okay.
I can hear you. It's just delayed.
Is it delayed?
Okay.
All right. That's how it is sometimes.
So, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love wide receivers.
Izzy's that dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
he loves wide receivers. That's all he's got to say.
That's all he's got to say. He's a simple man. Simple words. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Now, as far as today, we're gonna dive into some matchups. Obviously, me and Izzy are playing in a league, and we all know that this is playoff time, right? A lot of clutch moments. Unfortunately, Corona's hit us hard, especially that Steelers and Ravens game. But as a fantasy manager, you gotta get through it. You gotta do what you got to, right? So let's dive into that Steelers Ravens game. How are you guys feeling about that?
Okay, so yeah, I had a whole thing ready for this, and then we see that Mark Andrews is out, and that's really scaring me about this game getting canceled. So we'll see, because I think that was from a testing from yesterday that Mark Andrews got ruled out. So with them moving it to Tuesday, I just with the Mark Andrews, if you're in the same boat as me, then Richard Rodgers, I grabbed him. Grab anybody you can. I wouldn't. And then with this, I was gonna come on and say like, hey, if you have a Monday night guy, then that kind of protects you if you want to start Deontay Johnson, Claypool, or Juju. But at this point, I think it's almost a better approach just to bench those guys. Just don't even expect them to be in right now, unless you do have somebody really reliable from that Seattle-Philly game Monday night, because there's something could have come out at 3:00 today, and then you're screwed. So otherwise, what do you guys think about that? I mean, I think I'm just in the boat of benching everybody in that Pittsburgh and Baltimore, unless you have really good options as to replace those receivers.
Let Izzy go.
For me, I have in one of my leagues I Claypool, and it's either like starting Claypool or Jerry Jeudy, who has no QB today.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm kind of like in a boat. Am I going to get 0 points out of Jeudy? Maybe. Will he go crazy? Maybe. Who knows? But it's just a risk. I'm going to start Claypool just because I just feel the game's going to go on, and I'm willing to take the 0 either way.
All right.
In it, Okay. Yeah, it's really risky business, especially playoff time. But I know in one league I'm in, the commissioner has set aside, especially like basically if they were to play, this is your lineup, and if they weren't to play, what's your other lineup? So you will get those points, which I'm set aside as that I wouldn't do that in my league ever, just because it creates too much, it gets too messy. But they did. That's the law, right? But be smart about that, man, because it's crucial right now. I would definitely expect them not to play. expect him not to play. That's all I'm going with. Definitely have some backups. Now, next is what Izzy started talking about earlier is Mr. Ryan Finley, who is quarterback for the Bengals now. He's really not that bad, not that good.
No, he's not in anymore. They replaced him already. Yeah, Brandon Allen now.
But Brandon Allen, that's what I meant. Sorry, yeah. Not the first guy. Yeah, sorry. But Brandon Allen's really not. He's had some experience. I know you noted that he definitely had him and Cortland Sutton had a great game last year.
Yeah, they had that game where I think the Vikings were like 7-3 at the time, and they just got out to this like 28-point lead, and then it was all Cortland Sutton and Brandon Allen. So he can sling it. I mean, he's probably just as good as what Ryan Finley would have, whatever the heck he would have done. So I'm not too afraid with that. It's definitely a slight downgrade though for Boyd and Higgins. I would just go Boyd, maybe a back end wide receiver 3, and then Higgins. I almost want to bench him unless you're really in dire needs right now. Otherwise, it's really not as bad as that Denver situation with all quarterbacks unavailable. And it's funny, like when this kind of stuff happens, like you see somebody pop up that just got added that you're like, who the hell is that? Never heard of this man. And of course, somebody in our league grabbed what is his name? Kyle Hinton is going to be the quarterback. He's a college receiver receiver, and he used to play quarterback for like 4 years, so he'll be running like this. Probably wild. Last minute.
Is he receiver designation or whatever on Yahoo?
Yeah, he's a receiver designation. So
you can have 2 quarterbacks. That's the approach.
Right, but they haven't guaranteed his time. Did you look up anything with that, or did you hear about that, Izzy?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah, it's really last minute, like just within the last half hour, they announced it. He's gone, and he's gone in our 12 team, but I think he's out there in the 10 team, which somebody's probably watching this already got him. So, but yeah,
go grab him.
That's better than somebody that's not in this week, or their game might get canceled, like the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. We have some questions. I did have a question get texted to me, and you know how we do it with the text. We don't answer those. We send them a link to the YouTube channel. Hey, I didn't know you even had this. Cool. That's oh, Peter, man. But okay. So otherwise, yeah, that's the situation in Denver.
Peter's in a bad spot. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, and then so not only with the receivers for the Broncos is really questionable with Judy, like how Izzy was talking about, but Melvin Gordon, you had him ranked as 28 on our rankings. I think he's down about 5 spots than that. If you have somebody else that's right neck and neck with him going into this week, start the other person.
Whole offense.
Yeah. But yeah, somebody doing it the right way, Michael. I think maybe it's somebody Izzy knows, maybe. You know this person?
Not a friend with Michael, but shout out to Michael.
Shout out to Michael. Thank you. With Julio Jones most likely missing this week, he's definitely out.
He's going to miss.
Who should I start in the flex, Gio or Mike Davis? I already know my answer.
Mike Davis.
Yeah, Mike Davis.
Yeah, Mike Davis.
Yep.
Mike Davis. Yeah, because Gio's hurt. Gio's banged up too.
He's full of parts. He's good now, but I just don't trust him with that. Just Mike Davis. That's all. Just Mike Davis.
Okay, Mike Davis for sure. Okay, who's Gary? That's what I got here.
You know
his first All right.
Shout out to my friend Egley in here.
Okay, there you go.
Shout out.
Gotta give you a little bit.
Boys.
Wisconsin guys. Okay. All right. So another thing that we talk about on these Sundays, we got the weather update with Eric. So
I like the little
you
cloud.
Like the storm cloud? Yeah. I got to change it to snow soon. But okay, so here we go. Tame week again. Just like last week was pretty tame, except for Cleveland. But this is like another knock on that Pittsburgh game. But that game, it's looking like it's going to snow and be pretty windy. So I dropped Boswell. I think drop him for sure. With all the risk that you have involved, you don't need that from your kicker. So drop Boswell right now.
Ain't got no time for that.
Yeah. And then if that game does happen, let's see. Actually, otherwise that's all I got for that game, the Pittsburgh Tuesday game. And then it's supposed to be pretty windy. in the Midwest. We got a front coming in. I don't know how it gets really windy. That warm wind is hitting that cold front. No. It's gonna be kind of windy. It's gonna be kind of windy in Green Bay.
And good weather report.
And then it's likely to rain in Philly on Monday, so that makes this Seattle defense, I think, a little more attractive than it would otherwise be. And Pat told you the other day to pick them up, so good call, Pat. I think that's going to be a great defense. You guys have anything weather-wise that you want to ask me about with me being the pro?
You talking us or the world? You just hit us with the clouds got emotions, you know. I don't know if I'm good on emotional roller coaster, man.
Oh yeah, we don't. And the best feeling in the world, like Pat and I talk about, is when the kicker they just stop kicking field goals, and that's who you're playing this week.
Stop kicking field
goals.
So
don't roll. Don't go with Boswell. Take him out right now. Okay. Then next thing we have is our matchups. We're going to be covering. I don't think there's any other questions. Oh, here we go. One more question from Julian. Thanks for asking, Julian. Thanks for following us, man. Should I start Chris Carson or Austin Eckler? Do you want to do this one, Izzy?
Izzy? No.
And
Izzy
right
don't like nobody.
Now. Oh, Izzy, do you want to answer this question?
What, the Chris Carson or Eckler?
Yeah. What do you? Or is Chris Carson even playing?
Yeah.
Rumor has it that he's playing.
Okay. Who would you go with?
I have Eckler. I've been holding on to him for a while. I love Eckler. Got him in my flex, so I'm going Eckler all the way.
I'm going Eckler as well. Outside of what Izzy already said, I think Balaj has been the most productive back out of that backfield besides Eckler. He's out today, and that's going to be Carousel. I heard that Eckler's going to get some touches. I feel like he's going to eat today.
Did you say Carousel like the country? Carousel.
Carousel. Sorry. Still got my teeth in, so I'm a little retainer. So sorry. I don't care. Judge me.
No other questions, but damn, Gary is looking fly today.
Hey, shout out to my friend Noodles. Thank you for tuning in.
Is that always?
But yeah, I would definitely agree with that as far as Eckler today. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I want to know if that's the question. That's the debate. Who are your other two options? You only get two running backs. Who's your other option? You know, because I feel like both those guys should be in your lineup if they're healthy. Period.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and your team, if you just got both of them back the same week, hey, you must be pretty happy.
Yeah.
But okay, did you guys have I was going to look at Pat's league first, if with our matchups, maybe the viewers have similar situations. Did you guys have who wants to go first? Did you have somebody that you want to cover right now?
So with me,
okay,
I just want to looking at Pat's league. I'm on the fence of starting Fournette. You know, I love him, but he just last week didn't do very well. I mean, he got a few yards, got a touchdown, but was it really worth it? No.
Oh, yeah,
I really want to start Henderson.
Here he is.
Henderson? Just against San Fran. I don't know. I mean, he's not getting the touches.
Right here. He's 9-2, like a beast here. When's the last time I was 9-2? But
if you look at the wide receivers, you know, pretty strong there. Metcalf. Shout out to Ike for letting me get Jefferson. I got Claypool off the waivers. Very happy.
Okay. Is there anything else with that?
No, I mean, I hope I can win. I don't want to lose to 12th place, but
yeah, you've already locked up basically the number 1 seed, and I'm just trying to get second in that league. I guess my thing with this league, I just had Burrow go down for the whole season, and in that spot, I was telling you, like with Andrews last minute, here we go, and then now I'm going Rodgers, and I'm just praying that Ertz doesn't play. if Ertz plays, what do I do? And this league is probably the most picked over tight end situation I've ever seen. There's got to be, it's a 12 team and everyone's got to have 2 of them. So yeah, pray for me there. But, and then I got the nice Thursday Thanksgiving 34 burger from Gibson. My opponent has Gibson. So, and he slid in Brian Hill. So Brian Hill, that's a sneaky one.
Doty, bro, listen. Doty picked him up 3 seconds before me in my league.
Really?
Because I picked him up on my ESPN and not this one. I go over here to do it. Boom.
You're the insider. You're supposed to be beating him.
I picked him up in my other league before. I just chose.
We don't care about other leagues, Pat.
That's what. Yeah.
So you went to the other app first and then back to this one.
Yeah.
And he had him by then.
That's what I'm saying. Like I might have put him on. By him seeing that I picked him up in that league, boom. And then he's got a decision to make anyways. He's just making sure nobody else has a running back. Because he's going to have to drop, what do you have to do? He moved Crowder up and put Eckler in. Who's he playing this week?
Me. That's what I'm talking about right now.
Tis.
Okay. Let's get to Marcus. Marcus has a question. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it.
Justin Herbert, Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Marcus. Thank you for the question.
Thanks, Marcus.
I'm also going with Herbert.
If Izzy's got his people in here, I love it. But yeah, if you guys are following us, watching this, please subscribe. It helps us out. We're trying to get to 100 in the next few days. So I really appreciate you guys coming in, checking us out with our amazing person we're with, Izzy, one of a kind.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Herbert got a haircut, 2nd week of his haircut. We'll see. But Tom is a legend, He had his bad game. Will he have another bad game? He doesn't usually have 2 bad games in a row.
No, never. Okay, so let's go. We have a next question. Thanks, Marcus. Cam Newton or Ryan Fitzpatrick, full PPR?
Fitz is back. Fire that boy up.
Fire him up.
They're playing the Jets. Let's roll.
Yeah, that beer is going to do wonders.
When did that news come out?
About him starting, I think maybe yesterday.
Gosh.
Tua has a thumb injury or something.
Missed a couple hours, and I was totally thinking Tua was starting. Okay, so you're saying Ryan Fitzpatrick for sure. Okay. Hell yeah. I'm excited to see him back.
The Jets need a win, but they're not going to get it this week.
No.
He's the only remaining coach that needs to be fired.
That's harsh, Pat.
That's the elephant in the room.
All right, here we go. Julian's back. He's super stacked at running back. He's got Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Carson, and I bought Eckler low. I think I remember that question. I think I remember talking to him through that.
I like you hustling.
About
I like
that.
it.
He is, man. He has put something really nice together. So we're still going Eckler. I mean, look at you're fine, man. I think you're going to be having a good week regardless. But
wow,
Dalvin, Aaron, running backs. I'd play Eckler over Carson, just because that foot injury. I have a little more confidence with Eckler today if it comes down to 2. Okay. You're doing 2 running backs, 1 flex, and we got to talk about. There's so many different. Some people do 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and 3 flexes. I've seen that. There's some crazy combinations. So I don't know what kind of lead it is, but if I'm going off a 2 running back, 1 flex, I'm going with Cook, Jones, and Eckler.
Okay. I agree.
Yep. Okay, Eric's back. Had a bad sit due to Andrew's COVID. The other tight end already played Thursday. Jimmy Graham or Kyle Rudolph is who's with. Irv Smith's out this week, and you see that I still picked up Richard Rodgers. So that tells you how much I like Kyle Rudolph as a Vikings fan. The guy is. As
a Vikings fan,
that's where we're at with Kyle.
He's going to have 10 points today. He's going to have 10 points now.
All right, so we're Kyle Rudolph.
I mean, my opinion is it's Jimmy Graham. They're playing Green Bay, so could it be a Jimmy Graham revenge game?
He's been on so many teams, but
I agree. Every day is revenge now. I agree with that, Izzy, but he needs a quarterback to help him have a revenge game.
Well, I mean, Mitch is in. Mitch is back in, and Mitch throws to him.
Yeah,
especially in the end zone.
you don't have any of these guys available.
I mean, as long as we get to the red zone, which we probably won't.
Honestly, bro, I'm flipping a coin. You get somebody heads or tails. Don't expect too much from the tight end today.
So what's our final answer? We gotta pick a side of the fence here.
I'm going Jimmy Graham.
Okay. Yes.
What do you want, Eric?
You already know. I just said how much I like Kyle Rudolph.
Well,
I completely.
I'm going Rudolph.
You're going real. So we got a 2-3 in favor of Jimmy Graham. So yeah, Eric, it's not looking good. I'm with you on that Andrews situation. Okay, Peter James Brown. He has not texted. He has done things the way he's supposed to.
Hey, shout out to Peter.
Good job, Peter. Okay, so he sat Jonathan Taylor because of COVID. Start Matt Breida or Jerick McKinnon. Unfortunately, those are my two best options. Pat, is that league? I think I know what league he's talking about. Does it have a flex or no?
Yeah, but he already has a flex. He's deep at receiver. So
okay.
That's I'll look at his team now.
How much of the work is Breida going to get? That's what the question is, right?
Right now, he has Watson. Watson had a great day, like Izzy talked about earlier. Zeke definitely didn't have a great day. I don't know if he was there. Was he present?
He didn't get into Salvation Army Bowl. He didn't eat any cereal. He didn't do his thing.
He's playing kickball. That's what it was. And then he has Godwin, Diggs, Hunter Henry, and Antonio Brown in his flex. I don't know, Peter, man. I don't know if I might put Sterling Shepard over Antonio Brown in the flex, to be honest with you, man.
Okay, so that's your answer?
I
want to get solid answers for people just so they're not hemming and hawing after they've asked it,
I'm going to go with Breida just because they're playing the Jets.
I agree. Pat also has picked up Breida like 6 times this week. So,
I take everybody on a roller coaster. You know, when I go left, you go right. It is what it is.
Oh, you go left, right, up, down. Yeah, don't start.
No, yeah, Pat. If you just notice Yahoo this year, they automatically turn everybody's notifications on, and so Pat's picking up, dropping people constantly. Same dude 3 times within a 4-hour period. Okay, so
see it all, Pat.
Thanks for asking, Peter. Love you, man.
Yeah.
Breida, right? So yeah. Okay, here we go. Devin. Hey, Devin.
What's up, Devin?
Long time no see, Devin. I have Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Raheem Mostert. We got first and last names. Thank you. Gio Bernard. I'm struggling with my flex spot, but Raheem is right there. Is right now. Is there right now? Can I read? With Bernard on the bench. So who does he want us to flex? I mean, obviously he's starting Josh Jacobs.
Jacobs, Drake, Mostert.
Leave Gio out. He is banged up. We were asked about Gio a little bit ago. Who was the other?
I don't care what kind of matchup
Mike Davis
they have.
And Gio. We definitely went Mike Davis on that.
I don't care what kind of matchup Mostert has. You have him, you play him because they're run heavy. They get him the ball. And the scheme that they have could definitely be effective. And I'm definitely banking on him over Gio right now.
Yeah, I agree with everything too.
Okay, definitely.
Hopefully Drake can have a good game.
And it could be Edmonds' game.
Yep. Yeah, and just in case you just joined, we have our special guest, Izzy. Izzy is our super fan. It pays to be our super fan. We will give you some spotlight.
I'll fight you for the number 1 fan spot.
Yeah, come at him, I guess, right?
Yeah, come at me. I'll fight you.
You're not going to steal it from him, I guess. But yeah, thanks, Marcus. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have we have like 4 subscribers since we started this. I really appreciate that, guys.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that clicked the link that I sent them.
Yeah.
Shout out. Thank you.
I wish, I'm a Bears fan too, man. They're gonna find a way to mess it up. They're ruining the good defensive years we have.
That's my bro Maj right there. Shout
Don't
out to
be
my
too
bro
negative,
Maj.
Pat.
I'm a Bears fan, bro. I want to be positive. It just that's another day, though, man. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, I guess last week we were really talking about our matchups in my league and your league, Pat, but I don't really have anything too crazy going on. I'm leaving the Pittsburgh Deontay Johnson. The guy's phenomenal, but he's off my starting lineup because I have Robert Woods and well, yeah, I'm just gonna go with Robert Woods, obviously, and AJ Brown. I put AJ Green, so that's what threw me off here. And then Higgins, I'm leaving him out too. I'd rather have Robert Woods than AJ Brown. So yeah, and like we talked about, if you have 6 wins right now, if you win either this week or next week, you're in the playoffs. So I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably are in something similar to that position, or you're already in.
I'd say in my league, like same thing, and I feel a little more confident because I do have the most points out of the bottom 3 or 4. I would say with that. So definitely taking account of points, depending on how your league set up. It should be set up by points. But I mean, you want to go to my matchup? You want to go to my lineup? Oh, we got a question.
Yeah, let's go to the question quick, and then we'll go right to the lineup because we want to do this for people watching. I don't know who this is, but thanks for checking us out. So yeah, one point PPR, Montgomery or Eckler, or would you go Juju? Okay, Montgomery or Eckler's first question. So we're saying Eckler. You think
Eckler and more?
Yeah, I agree. I have David Montgomery in I think all 3 of my leagues, and it's been painful.
It's not his fault.
I know. It's like as a Bears fan, it's just hard to watch him get beat up for 2-3 yards.
He's working hard for nothing.
Yeah, he's trying super hard. It's just he's not getting anywhere. So yeah, I go Eckler too.
Okay, let's talk. I'm going to be devil's advocate on that. So Montgomery just played the Rams, New Orleans, and why does it say Minnesota? Anyway, yeah, right. Yeah, they played the Bears.
They played Minnesota.
Anyway, he was out, right? Anyway, so that is very tough. Like, and then he just had a bye. So is he completely out of your mind? Is that why maybe you're thinking 100% Montgomery because he's getting the number 1 defense to running backs this week? And let's say this person they think they have this matchup locked up. They just need a safe floor 10 points. I can see the argument for Montgomery right now.
I see that.
That's what my initial thing. But I don't think you guys are wrong, but I just want to point that out that he has faced probably the 3 hardest defenses, just about the 3 hardest defenses in a row.
And I say with that being said, he's coming off the concussion. It might be quote unquote limited. They might put Cordell Patterson back. They might do some weird, funky stuff.
Or
that's taking touches away from him. And on top of that, we know we're going to get out of Montgomery. I've seen like a great matchup. You can that South floor, like you're saying, so I agree with that. But at the same time, it's playoffs, man. You're going for the number 1 shot. Seed, whatnot. If you got Eckler back, you are playing him, and you're not thinking about it.
Okay. So he's ahead. He's ahead of Eckler, or Eckler's ahead of Montgomery, but not. I wouldn't say too much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we just don't know what we're getting out of Eckler.
No, but you go for home runs right now. I mean, if you only need 7 points, do what you want. Maybe you're a Bears fan and you say, okay, I'm still rolling Montgomery, waiting to see approach with Eckler. But if you're going saying, I want to get the number 1 spot, number 2 spot, tied, I need to win, that Eckler.
Okay.
And then the receiver, I'm going DJ Moore.
Okay, Juju, A-Rob, or DJ Moore. Out of those 3, the Pittsburgh game, we're discounting those guys are going down 5 spots for me at least. So DJ Moore. What about you, Izzy? What do you think out of those 3?
I like A-Rob. So watching a lot of the games, he gets a lot of passes. Does he get as many as he deserves? No. They spread it around a lot. Mooney's getting a lot of touches as well. But I think Mitch is going to come in. He's going to try to stay the starter. He's going to throw the ball. He's either going to be running a lot or throwing the ball. And who's he going to throw it to? Allen Robinson. So I would go Allen Robinson.
He's just going to get the volume, you think? Okay.
I think so.
All right, now it's not up to me. So you guys, Pat just went DJ Moore. Izzy went A-Rob.
DJ?
I think I go
the Vikings, right?
Yes, exactly. That's my next thing I was going to say. I think this actually the safer one's DJ Moore out of those two, but both of those I don't think there's going to be a real big difference at all. So I'd go DJ Moore personally, but I don't mind it if you go A-Rob.
Teddy playing today?
Yeah.
Revenge game. Nah, I mean I think they're on good terms.
It is a revenge game,
but
they take that serious.
Yeah,
I think I just, man, as a Bears fan, I'm tired of seeing this. First of all, pay A-Rob. They're not going to. They're stupid.
Yeah, pay him, please.
A-Rob, one of the best receivers in the NFL. Don't think this is about opportunities and normalcy, and I know what the Bears do. They're stupid. So I'm gonna go with DJ Moore, and he's what the Vikings have like street cornerbacks dressing today. Well,
might as well. There's not really a huge difference between any of them. But yeah, thank you for that. We're obviously these guys are Bears fans, so I got to keep this moving. So,
I'm passionate.
All right. Pittsburgh's winning everything. I looked at their schedule. Yeah, they could win out or go 15-1 for sure. I agree with that, Marcus. It's not. They don't have anybody that's really going to be challenging them. I think they might. Did they get the Bucks?
I can see them losing.
That's about it.
I can see them losing to. I don't think it's a Bucks. I can see them losing like week 13 or something. I'm trying to think what it was.
Do you have any? I don't want to keep talking so much, Izzy. Do you have anything you want to add?
No. I shout out to my friend Marcus.
Thanks for commenting. Yes. Thanks, Marcus. And then, like the fantasy impact of that, we don't want them to go undefeated because that they could be benching people by week 16 if they lock up that one seed. Because this year there's just the one seed in the AFC and the NFC. So we if you have Pittsburgh Steelers players, you want them to lose once. We really want them to lose once because that fantasy championship week they might be benching everybody. So that's in the NFC. That's probably never. That's not going to happen this year. But AFC, you want Pittsburgh to lose once. Peter's bragging about his lineup. Typical Peter. I'm deep at receiver. Godwin, Diggs, AJ Brown, Shepard, Curtis Samuel. Pick 3. So we definitely said Diggs might have his biggest week of the year this week. Diggs for sure. Godwin.
You leave Godwin in. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, leave those first 2 in.
Samuel's playing Minnesota.
Yep.
But then I go back between Samuel and Shepard. I'm just not big on AJ or Antonio Brown, bro. I feel like they're force feeding him too much, and it's hurting their offense overall, and they're gonna realize that. So I think that's gonna take a couple opportunities away from him. Now Shepard, they're playing the Joe Burrow-less Bengals, so I can see them going out. I mean, Danny Dimes still has to prove that he's worthy. We keep going through this. Like, he has 3 good games and 7 terrible games. Like, he has to prove he's worthy. So he's going to be passing.
He's been better lately. Daniel Jones has been better lately. So what do you think, Pat?
I'll go with Samuel.
Samuel? Okay. Izzy, what do you think? Out of those last 3, pick one.
I'll go Samuel as well.
Okay. With AJ Brown, he had 1 catch last time they played the Colts. So I'd go with him. I mean, I don't want to lie to you guys. I'd go with him, but Samuel's against the Vikings. Okay, Samuel, but barely over AJ Brown. Awesome channel. Thanks for that. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, Mosh. That's my boy.
And Izzy, I think you got another friend in here.
Oh yeah, it's my boy Flashy. What up, Flashy?
All right.
Okay. Izzy's an undercover Packers fan. Don't let him fool you.
Man.
Oh, I do like watching them. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy watching them. I love Aaron Rodgers, but they're the ops.
I like it. I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
Kalen Balazs. I'm going to Yahoo and I see everybody and their mom's dropping him. I'm not dropping him. What do you guys feel about it? I just feel like Anthony Lynn has a lot of confidence in the man. Besides Eckler, they're going to have that 1-2 punch. Obviously, he's out today, but he's looked the best out of those Pope and this other guy. Joshua Kelly.
Yeah, Josh Kelly.
I
they
feel
got
like
a lot going on.
why. But my thing is, why would you drop Balaj right now?
The coach likes him too. Yeah.
Lynn already, stamped and confirmed that. So why are you dropping Balaj? That's my thing. Maybe it's for a roster. Maybe you have to do with the COVID and all. If you're doing it for that reason, okay. You got to do what you got to figure swim. But if you're thinking long term, I definitely would keep. Like Balaj could easily be a low end RB2 flex worthy, even with Eckler in. You got they like that 1-2 punch. That sound fair?
Yeah. What do you think, Izzy?
I mean, I would keep him. I mean, just like Pat said, if you need him for the roster spot, then if he's lowest on your roster, yeah, drop him. But no, I still see usage out of him. Eckler coming back doesn't signal the end for him.
Yeah, exactly. They're completely different body types too. Like you can't say that Balaj, just because Eckler's back, Eckler's going to take over 100% of the work. This guy's got like 20 or 30 pounds on Eckler. He's huge. So they're going to use him around the goal line probably as well.
That's one, and he could get even if he got 5 to 6 touches, if 2 of them are at the goal line, I don't get it. Sorry, that's just me. But now, what are you guys thinking about as far as let's go to my lineup, my match?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you said that already.
I'm in a little pickle because everybody dropped like flies. And I was not remember our last video, Eric, after Duke Johnson fumbled the rock 2 weeks in a row, it was not gonna happen.
Yeah, we definitely moved him down. He's good. He's good at football. I mean, Duke Johnson is, but it was really disappointing other than this Thanksgiving game. Just because somebody has an amazing matchup doesn't mean that you should start
nothing.
him.
He had 2 of them, and they just didn't look good. So,
and I'm putting my foot in my mouth about Montgomery, but what else do you want to look at, Pat? So this is you. This is Pat. Obviously, you can tell in the picture.
That's my man Wes, looking dysfunctional. Yeah. So we go about even now. Okay. Obviously, I'm hurting running back. Julio hurt me. I knew he was going to be out, though. I was already assuming that. Now, my running back situation is pretty ugly. Balaj hurt me. And I do have Breed on the bench. I'm going back and forth about that. Jonathan Taylor was actually going to play for me this week. Thank you to his girlfriend. But yeah, I don't know, man. Now, as far I was hoping Gaston would come back. That would make me feel a lot more confident. But I do have Breida. What do you guys think about running backs? You got Gio, Breida, and what's my other one? Go back up, Eric.
So Pat has us go to his team, and then just to get our advice to help him. And
I'm not helping him.
I don't care.
I'm not helping him.
Got no shame.
Not?
Help me out. Help me out. Help me
hey, I'm not even playing you guys. You guys are like solidified. You're already up there. I'm just struggling this league due to injuries and whatnot, man. Julio's missed like 5 games this year.
Izzy and I are in first and second, and then Pat's in fourth, trying to get us to help him catch us.
I mean, look, man, it is what it is, you know.
You try to. That was like the sneakiest way for you to ask for advice.
I know you mean.
We should be answering people's questions on here. There's a couple of questions that came in.
Oh, there's questions. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, answer questions.
Hey, who should I start a running back? I got a lot of bad options.
A lot of terrible options. Like I got to put in the pickle for real this week, man.
All right. Well, maybe if we don't want this to be too long.
But so, what I do have is
I'm just going to avoid helping Pat. So let's just get to these questions.
Myers.
Tisha, thanks for checking us out. Tisha was on last week. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Jacoby Myers, Melvin Gordon, or Benny Snell. Pick one of those guys.
Myers.
Yeah, Myers has been their best receiver, right? For a while.
And they're playing who are they playing again?
I have no fancy players for the Patriots. I just avoided that whole team. They play Arizona. So you figure they're going to be losing quite a bit.
And Melvin Gordon, Benny Snell. Melvin does. He might be quarterback. Benny Snell might not even play. Let's go with Myers. Leave it alone. Don't think about it.
I agree.
And hopefully he'll throw a touchdown pass again for you. All right, Devin's back. Okay, I benched Amari on Thursday. Now I have a choice between Slayton or Myers. So that's a good follow-up question for that. Yeah, because Slayton, he could just burn somebody on Cincinnati, get a touchdown immediately.
3 points or 20 points. I guess the next question is this you need 10 points or you have to have 20 points? Is this a make or break week or is this a
So I'm actually in this league that he's in, so I can pull it up real quick and take a look. It might take me a minute though, because I'm not versed like you guys here.
Okay, you're so sneaky with trying to get help. You're supposed to, when we go to our own league, you're supposed to like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is why I'm thinking it. Not take us there. Hey, what do you guys think I should do? You're supposed to have thought about this already, Pat.
All right, so looking in this league, Devin is projected to win.
We'll see. Show the people who they want to see. Go ahead.
So he's projected to win. He's playing the number 10 team in our league. I believe this is a 10-team league.
Whoa, they ruled Balaj out.
Yeah. That's why
I think I'm in this league. It might be a different league he might be talking about.
Okay, sorry, Izzy. Go ahead. I'll shut up.
No, you're fine. I'm actually not in this league with him. This must be his other league. So I apologize.
Okay, so with Slayton, I was thinking about starting him personally. Let's see. I think I have a really comparable player too. Let's see, Tyler Boyd or Slayton, and I'm going Tyler Boyd. And then I'm going Devontae Parker over Slayton. That's a good question, Devin. I think
I'm going Slayton.
Yeah, what's the most likely outcome, right? And they've been throwing it. They haven't been just like using him like Deshaun Jackson, just throw it deep every time. I like Slayton over Myers. Just that's what I would do.
I think. Yeah.
Cam doesn't throw deep. I heard a stat that he's only thrown it. I think it's over 20 yards like a couple times this year. Something crazy like that.
I think it was the end of the half last week or something like that. He tried to throw it, and bro, that thing went 50 yards.
He looks like he did. I think it was week 4 last year against the Panthers when he couldn't complete a pass like the whole game to even McCaffrey like 8 yards away from him. Like he looks like that right now. So I would go Slayton over him.
Big play. Oh, well, not.
Okay, it's on recording, so you can come back to this and yell at us if we're wrong. But
is that
thanks, Devin.
I'm assuming that's Michael Pittman.
Yeah, Michael Pittman. There's a Cardinals running back, Michael Pittman, wasn't there? What was his first name? When you leave out first names, I start thinking about old players back in the day with the same last name.
And he's a junior.
Dexter, what is it?
Dexter Pittman from the Miami Heat, big boy.
Oh yeah.
You need to have a junior on there. Try to be as specific as possible.
No, we're not yelling at you. Thanks for the question. Pittman.
I'm just saying, if you want the best advice, you're gonna ask specifically. That's it. If that's Michael Pittman Jr.,
it's obviously Michael Pittman. All right. Sorry.
Hey, you never know, man.
Pittman too.
You just had some random quarterback we never heard about. All of a sudden, he's playing today.
Yeah, Hinton. All right.
Yeah. So
maybe we should talk about that maybe at the end again because we talked about it a while ago. Okay, Pittman or Gio? So are we thinking?
I'm Pittman.
You're Pittman. Okay. Pat.
Pittman for the 7th time.
Okay, sorry. All right, yeah, Pittman it is. All right, and then Devin's back again. But otherwise, yeah. If you don't have any other questions, I think that wraps it up. If you missed something, we went over each of the big news items at the beginning. We went over Izzy's accolades at the beginning as well. Had to give him, especially with him bringing some friends on, and we really appreciate it, Izzy. Do you have anything to leave the people with?
No, just subscribe. Thank you for checking it out. I know I texted a lot of people, so I'm very happy. It's good. Thank you guys for the support. Shout out Fantasy Breakouts. If you want the #1 fan, you can't have it. That's it.
He's got the title. He's got the belt.
You got it. All right. Thank you, Izzy, for joining us. I'm Pat. That's Eric. Thank you guys for tuning in to Fantasy Breakouts. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Other than that, good luck, and be on the lookout for our other videos. Deuces.
All right. Thanks.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy the games.